Hey guys, it's me, Mr. Tyrannosaurus Rex. Let's jump into lesson 78, multiplying square roots. Okay, so this isn't too crazy. Okay, basically, square roots can be multiplied just like anything else. The square root of 4 times something equals the square root of 3. Um, That is an odd way of doing it. 2 times 3 equals 6, right? So, um, 4 times what is equal? Oh, so 4 times the square root of 9 equals square root of... That's not right. Because the square root of 3 doesn't equal 6. So what are they doing here? I'm not sure what they're trying to do. Okay, so this right here makes sense. This makes sense. That makes sense, though it's weird. I have zero idea what they're talking about here. The square root of 4 times the square root of what equals the square root of 3? That's a really odd... okay. Because where does 2 times 3 equals 6 come in? 4 times the square root of 2 is 3. Or 4... That doesn't make any sense. The square root of 3 does not equal 6. Don't think that. What are they doing here? What? They must be doing... There's something is missing here. They're like missing 6? Oh, okay. All right. So this should be... This is my guess. This is my guess is that this should be the square root of 36 equals the square root of blank equals 4 square root something. What? What are they doing with this? This is so weird. Square root of but then what is this going? 4 times the square root of 6? That doesn't make any sense either. 4 times 9 equals 36. That turns into 2. That turns into 3. That turns into 6. Okay, that's all good. 4 times the square root of what? I have no idea. Yeah, okay, this is nonsense. Ignore whatever is going on here, because that is... They're just missing numbers. I don't know why that is. Let's just jump over here. Okay. Basically, what they're trying to tell you here, if you have square root of 18 times the square root of 8, okay, you can just multiply those, just like 18 times 8, and it's all under the square root symbol. Okay, that will eventually give you 144, which is the square root of 12. Okay, or which is just turns into 12. Now, there's another way to do this, right? Square root of 8 can turn into square root of 2 times 2, right? 2 times the square root of 2, or 4 times 2 under the square root symbol. That 4 turns into a real boy, and that 2 stays in there because it's prime. Okay, that 18, square root of 18, can turn into the square root of 9 and the square root of 2, right? That 9 turns into a real boy of 3, and then we got 2. So now I have 2 times the square root of 2 times 3 times the square root of 2, which I can do 3 times 2 and then 2 times 2. 6 times the square root of 4, 6 times 2 equals 12. Is that easier? I don't know. Is 18 times 8 easy? It's all the same thing. This is what they really want you to get. When you have 2 square root of 2's being multiplied to each other, or any number, the square root of 76 times the square root of 76, you don't have to do the math, you can just say 76 outside of the square root symbol. Okay? Boom, you're done. Yeah, I don't know. This is a little odd. Let's just do some of these. Square root of 3 times the square root of 12. Okay. Now, you can multiply these together to get 36 and then turn that into a 6. Or you can break this apart into the square root of 4 times the square root of 3 times the square root of 3. This one moving over here. That turns into 2. This turns into a real boy of 3, and you get 6. Either way works. Okay. I think you should be okay with this. A little harder finding the vertices here. Essentially, what you're trying to do is you have to try and find that hypotenuse. So you're using Pythagorean theorem. Okay. 2 down, 2 over. Try and figure out the length of that side there. Okay. 2 and 2 means it is a, it's 2 times the square root of 2 is going to be the thing. Yeah, so you should be able to do just fine there. Yeah, let me know if you have any questions. It is a little weird one. And I'm really sorry that that beginning thing is just missing numbers. Let's do 5 through 20 as your work for today. Okay, 5 through 20 all. All right, guys, have a good day. Bye.